and welcome to the code. Locked in this safe is £14,500, the highest prize we've ever had. To open the safe and win the money, contestants just need to crack a 3-digit code. But every time someone fails, more money goes into the safe and the jackpot gets higher and higher. Now, last time our student team from the University of Bath, Roberto, Kieran and Marcus, had picked two numbers, 8 and 0, which were in their code. So, let's welcome them back to see if they can find that last number and win £14,500. Here they are, back again. Welcome back, Roberto. Kieran.
Good to see you, Matt.
And Marcus, good to see you, good to see you. Well, let's remind ourselves who you are. 3 students, all from the University of Bath, and crucially, good mates. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah. That's right.
Still good mates. Yeah. Right, you're not going to
lost yet.
No, stage. Good, good. Glad to hear it. And the subjects you study, Roberto?
Politics with international relations.
OK, Kieran?
Pharmacy.
Yep.
Psychology.
There we go. So 3 quite different subjects. Are you feeling confident? Are you ready to have another go? Try and find the final digit in your code.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's go for it.
Yep.
Fantastic. Well, before we start, let's reintroduce ourselves to the wonderful Lesley, who will be shedding light on questions and answers for us. Scholarly Lesley Brewis.
Welcome back. Keep playing the way you're playing. It's working. You've got good information, guts, instinct and trust between friends. If you win today, you'll be the second trio to do that, but the first male trio. Good luck.
Well, let's remind ourselves where we are. Have a look up there. You can see your code, 80 blank. Just 1 digit remaining. That digit will open the safe and give you £14,500 to split between you. On the keypad, 1, 6, 7 and 9 remain. One of those must be the final digit in the code. If you answer 4 questions correctly, then you will be taking the prize home. But you could do it even more quickly than that. Roberto, Kieran, Marcus, are you ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Let's have a look at your next 3 answers. No adjectives. Amarillo Slim. Chase the sun. We are looking for the one correct answer that's in there, but we only get to see 1 question at a time before you have to commit that it's right or wrong. So the order in which you choose them is crucial. Where do you want to go first, gentlemen?
None of those sound out to me.
No idea what Amarillo
Do you think it's
Chase the Sun?
Sounds like kind of
Sounds like
cocktail.
I thought it sounded like a song, but...
Chase the Sun does sound like a song. It's probably a really famous song.
Yeah.
We...
No adjectives.
Clues us. Yeah, I think we should...
I think we should go with the top one.
Yeah, no adjectives.
OK, let's have a look at the question behind no adjectives. The novel Solar Bones by Mike McCormack won a £10,000 prize in 2016. What was unusual about it?
How difficult would it be to write a book with no adjectives?
It'd be quite difficult, but it's not. It wouldn't be impossible.
It wouldn't be impossible, no.
Well, let's think about the title, Solar Bones. I mean, does that suggest anything in particular? Solar Bones?
Well, solar, surely there is an adjective. I'm trying to think desperately of what else it could be. Could be no adverbs.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you win a prize for no adjectives? That would be a really boring book, wouldn't it?
It would be, yeah. It would be, but no, it would be very.
Might
It would be
read
quite
after
dull.
this.
But then, because it's quite unusual, that's what might make it. But
who would buy it?
yeah,
Should we discard it?
yeah, let's.
You believe that's an incorrect answer, so we're going to discard it. That's now out of the game. Which question do you want to see next?
No idea. So we'll look at Amarillo.
Yeah, let's go with Amarillo.
Let's see the question behind Amarillo Slim. How is the Texan poker player Thomas Preston Jr. better known?
Is Amarillo in Texas?
It is in Texas.
It is in
Texas.
How's the Texan poker player Thomas
Marcus, you play
Preston?
poker.
I know, but I haven't heard of Thomas Preston Jr.
But then it might be like Amarillo Large or my Amarillo that, but the Amarillo's definitely in Texas, yeah.
That's as good a link
Yeah, that's as long as we're
really,
gonna
isn't
get.
it?
Yeah.
We'll go for this answer, please.
So this is a hunch, but we want to lock this in as the correct answer.
Yes, please.
No going back now. But we can open the question behind Chase the Sun, and let's see how that makes us feel. The cult football song Will Griggs on Fire is based on which hit song of the 1990s?
Now, I know the cult football song, but...
How's it go? Do you want to give a rendition?
Well, not really. But On Fire replaces the word desire, so I think that the song title is something desire.
Is that making you feel better
It is
about your
slightly,
choice of Amarillo Slim?
Slightly.
Still not 100% about
It is academic because that's the one you've chosen, Amarillo Slim. Is Amarillo Slim the correct answer?
Yes.
My
That was inspired,
me.
absolutely inspired.
Thank you.
Leslie,
You trusted your gut, you trusted that little nugget, that golden nugget of information from Roberto that Amarillo is in Texas. Yes, Amarillo Slim, famous in the 1970s as a poker player, very colourful, large personality, wore a cowboy hat, spoke in a broad Texas accent. No adjectives. Kieran, you came through with the key piece of information here, which is that solar is an adjective. Why would a book with no adjectives have a title with an adjective in it? The correct answer is that it's one sentence. And Chase the Sun, not right. Again, Kieran, you came with the correct information here because you knew that it was desire as the last word in the song. It's based on Freed from Desire. Matt, do you remember who that's by? It's a 1990s
Freed
hit.
from Desire is it's a big dance
A really big
club
dance
hit, wasn't
yeah,
it?
By Gala.
Ah, wouldn't have got that.
Very well done. Excellent gameplay.
You're not kidding. You were taking the scrapings there of your knowledge and piecing them together. Now, here we go. Let's have a look at the code. 80 blank, one digit remaining that needs to be found if you're going to take home £14,500 between you. On the keypad, 1, 6, 7 and 9 remaining. One of them must be up there. Which one is it going to be?
You're going 7?
Yeah.
I think we'll go number 7.
Last time, Marcus, you came up and joined me at the safe. Who's going to do it this time?
Solar, I think you should.
Go on, yeah.
Go on, right to do it.
I'll do it.
Kieran, join me at the safe. OK, Roberto, Kieran, Marcus, you've chosen the number 7. If 7 is that final number, you will go home today with £14,500 between you. How much difference is that going to make to you guys?
Well, as students, probably quite a lot of difference.
And you'll be leaving university with debt, like most students. This will take a chunk out of that, will it?
I don't know. I think we were planning on going to Vegas with the winnings.
OK, well, you know, that's one way to deal with it. OK, Kieran, if you're ready, punch in the number 7. Round and round it goes. We're looking for 807. If it's a 7, the safe will open and you guys are taking home £14,500. It's our highest ever jackpot on the code. Is it 807? It's another blank. Let's go back and see the boys. OK. So it's not 7, it turns out. However, if you do answer the next 3 questions correctly, you will be walking home with £14,500. Can you do that?
Yeah. Let's go for it.
We'll try.
Right, deep breaths. OK. Are you ready for your next 3 answers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here they are. Adam's Family, Botticelli, Andrea Leadsom.
I'd want to go for
I
Andrea.
think with your knowledge.
You know,
of
I think
politics.
for that reason, we'll go for it.
So you feel like one of those is shouting out at you to take it, is that right,
Yeah,
Roberto?
Andrea Leadsom.
We're going to look at the question behind Andrea Leadsom. Which Brexit-supporting politician was appointed Secretary of State for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs in July 2016?
It's Andrea Leadsom.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you found the right question here for you?
I think that's literally, you couldn't have picked a more perfect question at this point.
Studying politics, international affairs.
I think we
We'll
should
lock it in,
as
yeah.
the correct answer, yeah.
We'd like to lock in Andrea Leadsom as the correct answer. OK, now we've done that, we can have a look at the other 2. So let's start with the Addams Family. Which spooky American TV family lives at 1313 Mockingbird Lane?
No clue.
I wouldn't have any idea.
No idea.
Got the first clue with that one. Let's have a look at the question behind Botticelli. Which renowned artist killed a young man named Ranuccio Tomasoni in a street brawl on the 29th of May, 1606?
Didn't realise there was an artist called Botticelli.
OK, so academic, really, those other two questions, because you've committed to Andrea Leadsom, which you always felt, Roberto, was going to be your strongest suit. Let's find out, shall we? If Andrea Leadsom turns red, so will your face, Roberto. You would just be going home with what you've got. We don't want that. So let's find out.
Yes.
Well done. Good work, Roberto. Well done, gentlemen. Leslie.
Very fortunate that this came up for you. Andrea Leadsom, she challenged for the leadership of the Conservative Party but dropped out in the second round, having failed, she said, to get enough support, leaving the path open for Theresa May. The Addams family, not the right answer. They lived on Cemetery Lane. It is the Munsters. Now, Botticelli was an Italian artist, but he'd been dead for almost a century by 1606, so definitely not Botticelli. The correct answer is Caravaggio.
OK, so another green answer, another correct answer from you guys means at this most difficult level of the game, you get another crack at putting the final digit into the code. 1, 6 and 9 still remain. This is your third go at completing the code.
I think it's your go.
Is it third time lucky? And crucially, which number is it going to be?
The only one that strikes me is, I don't know why, but 6. I don't know.
Why not?
The number 6. And who is going to join me at the safe?
I think it's got to be you.
It's got to be Roberto.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
to that.
It feels like you've earned the right. Roberto, join me at the safe. Roberto, Kieran and Marcus, together you have chosen the number 6. If the number 6 is the final number in your code, you will, finally today, be going home with £14,500. You remember when Kieran first met you? He thought you were a lecturer rather than a student. It's time to teach him a lesson.
Oh, dear.
Are you ready, Roberto?
I'm ready, let's go for it.
OK. Punch the number 6. We want 806. Third time lucky. Come on. We've had 2 goes at this digit. This time it's going to stick. If it does, £14,500 is going back to Bath. Is it 806?
No.
It's another blank. You are doing it the hard way, guys. OK, let's go back and join them. You are being brilliant with the questions. It's just luck that you're struggling with. 1 and 9 are left. It has to be one of those two. We're going to do this, aren't we?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Roberto, Kieran, Marcus, are you ready for your next 3 answers?
Yep.
Yes.
Urban music, malaria, Edward I. Remember, only one answer is correct. That's the one we want to find.
What did we say before we came?
Pharmacist, I think.
I mean,
malaria.
Malaria. I've done a little bit on malaria. I don't want to say too much.
I think before we came, we said we'd try and avoid old ancient royals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think
Urban
malaria.
music, though. I mean,
Urban music
be
could be
interesting.
all right. I think malaria.
Yeah, I
rather
think
go
so
with.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to have a look at the question behind malaria. Which disease is transmitted to humans by the bite of the tsetse fly?
It's the female Anopheles.
Yeah, it's female and Androphiles mosquito. Yeah, I don't think it is the
Mosquito, yeah.
tsetse fly.
okay.
It
That
can't
would
be.
be like yellow fever or dengue or
Yeah.
something. I don't think.
Oh, it
I think
might
it's-
be dengue or
'cause-
yellow fever. It might be yellow fever.
Well, we know it's definitely
Yeah, it's not
malaria.
malaria.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Yeah,
OK, what do we want to do with this answer?
we'll discard it.
Yeah.
We want to discard that as incorrect. OK, let's do that. It's gone. That's out of the game. Which question do you want to see next?
What do you class as urban?
This could be a skeptic question.
The London grime scene, big nasty,
Oh,
that kind
this
of
would
thing.
be good.
Well, I'd say our chances of that are a bit better than it.
yeah.
But if we go out on a question over music,
Oh,
There's certain
yeah.
friends who would not forgive us.
no.
I
We'll get. I
Yeah,
think
urban
we have
music.
to.
Yeah, urban music.
Let's have a look at the question behind urban music. The Shorty Awards recognise achievements in which field?
Do you think that's R&B?
Shorty's an artist, presumably, or...
I just think Shorty would be an R&B award, maybe.
Yeah, but would that still be classed as urban music?
Are they British awards or international? Do you know?
Shorty is an urban phrase as well,
Yeah.
so maybe...
With regard
That's
to
the
Edward
thing.
I as
Yeah.
well, I mean, I don't know
anything
about Edward
No,
I.
so it's not
neither
like...
do I. No.
So it's not like we might be able to get that one.
OK, what do we want to do with this answer? Urban music.
I think we'll lock it in.
Yeah, let's lock it in.
We're going to lock that in
Yeah.
as correct.
Yeah.
OK, let's do it. Right. Very exciting. Weren't terribly sure about that one, were we?
No.
We weren't sure on...
At all. OK, well, will this make us feel more or less confident? Let's see the question behind Edward I. Which English king is referred to as Hammer of the Scots?
Hammer of the Scots. So Hammer would suggest that, in my mind, English versus the Scots.
Battles, yeah.
Was King James Scottish, or was he?
King James, I think...
Was Scottish?
May have been, yeah.
That's the first thing that came to my mind, but...
OK.
Yeah.
Well, there we are. It's academic. We've made our decision with urban music being the correct answer. We want that to go green. You've only got 2 digits left on the keypad. We've got £14,500 that's desperate to leap into your arms. Is urban music the correct answer?
It had to give.
Oh, well.
That's really, really harsh. Let's find out the correct answer. It was Edward I. Lesley, talk us through those.
Yes, the correct answer hiding behind the set that you couldn't see. Edward I, Hammer of the Scots, because of the campaigns that he led against Scotland during his reign. Urban music, not the right answer. Shorty is a term relevant to urban music. The correct answer here is social media, categories such as best use of emojis. And malaria, you knew straight away that malaria is spread by mosquitoes, gave us a comprehensive rundown of that. The correct answer is sleeping sickness. I'm really sorry you came unstuck there. You played brilliantly. You used the information that you each had. You trusted yourselves. You can go home feeling really confident that you gave this your best and that it was an excellent performance. Well done.
Just for pig iron, tell me, what is the next number you would have chosen for the code?
1.
One?
Yeah, number
I think we'd have got
Let's have a look. The number 1, was it there? What was the last number?
Don't do this to us now.
I know, I have to. We have to know.
Okay.
No, you would have had to go the whole way, all 10 questions. But listen, you did play absolutely brilliantly. Roberto, Kieran, Marcus, you failed to break the code, so I have no option but to say goodbye to you.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you, Matt.
Take care.
Thank you,
Safe
Matt.
journey home.
Thank you, Leslie.
Oh, I thought they had everything you need to break the code, but unfortunately, it didn't happen. Their loss, however, is our next team's gain once again, because the jackpot goes even higher, now £15,000. So let's meet the next team, hoping to crack the code. Here they are, mind your step as you come down. Jane.
Matt,
Lovely
pleased to meet you.
And Mick, how are you?
I'm
Good
fine,
to see
thank
you. Both from Derbyshire, is that
Yes.
right?
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield. How do you guys know each other?
We've been married 36 years. No, we haven't. No, we haven't. We've been married 30 years, but we've known each other 36 years. Oops.
Okay, I'm glad we sorted that out nice and
First
early.
question wrong, yeah.
Well, we
Sorry.
won't send you off just yet. Don't worry, don't worry. We'll let you get that one away.
Right.
So 36 years together, what's the secret of that?
For me, it's learning to say yes.
Learning to say yes. Is that how it's going to work today? Is Jane the boss here?
No, Mick definitely.
She normally is, but today I think we'll need to be a team.
Yeah. We are very Mick and Jane.
You're Mick and Jane? Is
Yeah.
that how you're referred to? No one ever... It's not Mick and Jane, it's Mick and Jane.
Mick and Jane.
Wow, OK, well, this...
And I'm actually on the wrong side.
Do you-
I say it shouldn't be Jane and Mick, it should be Mick and Jane.
Hold on, I'll just check. Can they swap? OK,
sure?
there, go for it, go for it. You've got to feel
feel better
comfortable. You've got to feel comfortable.
It's like Ant and Dec.
It's exactly like Anton Day.
Well, listen, we're going to... Now we expect great things from you, OK? Because you're on the right side. You are Mick and Jane.
Yes.
Let's just remind ourselves where we are. The jackpot was not won by Roberto, Kieran and Marcus, despite their tremendous efforts.
Yeah.
Not great news for them, but terrific news for you, because another £500 is added to the jackpot, making a total of £15,000. Are you ready, Mick and Jane?
Yes.
Ready, yes.
In that case, we will reset the code. 3 blanks, and you want to turn those 3 blanks into 3 numbers. Are you ready to have a look at your first 3 answers?
Yes.
We are.
Here we go. Blueberry Delta, punt, a small ship. Now, remember, you can open all 3 answers to see the questions behind. Let's go from the top. Blueberry Delta. What's the name of the credit card-sized computer first released in 2012 to promote basic computer science in schools?
I'd had a long career in IT, but I don't know that one. I've not heard of that one.
OK.
Let's just hope the
move
other
on, yeah.
question.
Shall we move on to the others?
Yes,
Maybe they'll help
please.
you out. The question behind punt, please. What was the common name of the Irish unit of currency before the introduction of the euro?
I think it might be that. I think that's
You think
right.
that's right?
Yeah. It
OK.
comes up there.
Let's have a look at the question behind a small ship. What, in English history, was a cat o' nine tails?
Yeah, I know that one.
That's not a...
A
that's
cat
not-
o' nine tails, I believe, was like a whip.
Whip, yeah.
You used to
yeah.
use for punishing sailors.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
OK. One of those must be the correct answer. Which one do you want to go for?
Listen, the main goal for us today was getting past the first question. So,
Well,
here we go.
we want that too,
yeah.
just so we're clear.
I would go... I'd take a punt, forgive the pun, punt.
I
Yeah.
hope you're right, dear.
Want to lock it in?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll
OK.
lock that one in.
We're going to take a punt on punt. Let's lock it in as our correct answer. If it is correct, it'll go green. You get the chance to pick the first number for the code.
Look.
If it's not correct, it'll go red, and that means that Mick and Jane are going back to Chesterfield. Is punt the correct answer? Good start. Well done. That's it. Don't go home just yet. There's more. There's
Well
more.
done, well done.
Leslie.
Mick, you liked that question as soon as you saw it. Yes, the punt, also known as the Irish pound. The euro was introduced there in 1999 with the coinage coming in 2002. Blueberry Delta, not the name of a computer. The answer is... Do you know this one, Matt?
Is it the pie?
It is. It's the Raspberry Pi. The name's in homage to other fruity computers like the Apple, and Pi coming from Python, the programming language. And not a small ship. Mick, you know this one. It was a whip. It had 9 separate knotted strands and used to be used as a judicial and military punishment.
Thank you, Leslie. Yes, smart as a whip there, Mick. No flies on you at all. So your first correct answer means you get your first chance at the keypad. Your code contains 3 unique numbers, and the keypad has 10 numbers. Which one do you want to pick first?
Number 7, would you say?
Yes.
The number 7. Is it there in our code? Let's have a look in the first box. It's not there. How about the middle box? And the third and final box? There is no 7 in your code. Are you, Mick and Jane, ready for your next 3 answers?
Yes, please.
OK, here we go. Hastings, Cumbria, saxophone. We get to see all the questions, so let's start at the very top with Hastings, please. Where is the Bayeux tapestry now on display?
I thought it was in Normandy.
Yeah, I thought it was in Normandy, yeah, so... Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. We'll have a look at the others and see what we think with that.
OK, let's have a look at the question behind Cumbria. The Solway Firth lies between the coastlines of Dumfries and Galloway in Scotland and which English county?
If it was on the sort of the western coast, it would be Cumbria, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and I have a feeling that Dumfries and Galloway is the bit that sticks out.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, that's possible.
possible,
Very
yeah.
possible.
OK, well, we can stow it for the moment and have a look at the question behind saxophone. As well as making jukeboxes, Wurlitzer famously made which type of musical instrument?
I think Wurlitzer made organs.
I was going to say the same, yeah.
OK.
Well, the tapestry we both believe was in Normandy.
It's in Normandy, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Wurlitzer, we believe, do organs. We both think that Dumfries and Galloway are on the western coast, so it must be Cumbria. You say on that one, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, should we lock that in?
Yes, we're locking
We'll
Cumbria.
lock that one.
Let's lock in Cumbria as our correct answer. Is Cumbria our correct answer? Yes. You knew it. Knew it all the way through.
Yes, you seem pretty happy with the selection of questions. Cumbria, the right answer. Cumbria and Northumberland being the English counties that border Scotland.
Yes.
Let's look at the wrong answers. Hastings, you dismissed that one straight away. The correct answer is Bire in Normandy. And the last answer on the board there, saxophone, not the correct answer. It is, as you said, an organ. They also made pianos.
And you're playing a beautiful tune at the moment. Mick and Jane. Mick taking the lead, I think, I would say, very slightly.
Yes.
Well, he's doing it very, very well because it's brought you the chance to choose another number to try in the code. 7 is gone, 9 others remain. What's it going to be?
I'll pick number 2.
The number 2. Is the number 2 in our code? Is it there in the first box? No. Is it there in the second box? It isn't. Is the number 2 there in the third and final box? It's not. Hard luck, but we don't worry too much about that.
Yes.
We're still working through those numbers, discounting them while it's nice and easy. Are you ready, Mick and Jane, for your third set of answers?
We are.
Graham Poll, a third, yellow. We'll start at the top with Graham Poll. Which Englishman refereed the FIFA World Cup final in 2010?
Was it Howard Webb?
We think, we've actually spoken to this guy. We think it was Howard Webb.
Are you guys football fans?
Yes. Yes, we are.
OK, what's your team?
Chesterfield for our sins.
You think you've spoken to them?
I've certainly spoken to Howard Webb, and I'm sure he's done the World Cup final. Because we also briefly met Jack Taylor that did the 1974 one. He was the other Englishman.
Do you actually prefer the referees to the players? Is that...
Oh, no.
Sometimes.
Were any Chesterfield players involved in the FIFA World Cup final in 2010?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
OK, yeah. OK, let's have a look at the next question behind a third. In maths, what is 1/9 multiplied by 1/9?
It's a ninth of a ninth, so that's 1 over 81, I believe.
Yeah. It's got to be.
Let's have a look at the question behind yellow. Which colour links the national flags of Jamaica, Ukraine and Vietnam?
I can tell you for definite
Yeah.
that
Jamaica's got yellow. Yeah. Ukraine. Yeah.
Yes,
it
it's
has,
yellow
yeah.
and blue, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
But is Vietnam? Well, we think the other two are wrong,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah, just so you agree with that. We think the other two are wrong, so we'll lock in yellow. Yeah, the bottom one.
Yes.
We want to lock in yellow as the correct answer. Let's do that. There we are. If it is the correct answer, we get the chance to put a third digit into the code. Let yellow turn green. Let it be our correct answer. Well done. Well done. You were all over that one, Lesley.
Yes, you're very decisive there. Yellow, the correct answer. Jamaica is black, gold and green. Ukraine is blue and yellow. And Vietnam is a gold star on a field of red. So yellow, gold, uniting those flags. Graham Poll retired in 2007, so couldn't have refereed that match. Mick, you've met Howard Webb. You knew that that was the right answer. Howard Webb not only refereed the FIFA World Cup final, but also the Champions League final in 2010. And a third, not the right answer. Again, you came in here not only knowing that the third was wrong, but also with the correct answer too, which is 1 over 81. So very well done. Your mathematical knowledge, your football knowledge, all coming into play.
We like that a lot. What it does is it gives us a chance to put a third figure into the code to see if it sticks. 2 and 7 have gone, 8 others remain. What do you fancy?
For no other reason that it's right in the middle, I'll go for number 5.
The number 5, is it there in our code? In the first box? It's not there. Is it there in the second box? It's not there. Is it there in the third box? Is this part of the strategy to avoid the numbers in the code?
No, the strategy was to get 3 right and have them all in there.
3 questions right, go straight through. Yeah, well, it's not working, but, you know, it's not a negative thing. You're doing brilliantly. Are you ready for your next 3 answers?
Yes,
Here they
please.
are. Scotland, The Muppet Show, China. So let's start at the very top. The question behind Scotland, please. Alan Michael was the first person to hold the position of First Secretary of which country?
Unfortunately, politics is one of my weaknesses. I don't know
And
about yourself.
mine.
Yeah, so this may have to be dependent upon the answers of the other two questions.
Yeah.
OK, let's have a look at the question behind The Muppet Show. Which show had Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem as the house band?
I think that's right.
You think that's right?
I think that's right, yes.
Yeah. I know you used to watch the Muppets.
I still do when I go to the football, yes. Yeah, I think that's right, but we'll have a look at
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the question behind China. In which country is Yandex the most popular search engine?
To be honest, that's one I've never heard of.
No, me neither.
I'm happy with the Muppet Show.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're going to lock in the Muppet Show.
yeah.
OK, this for a chance to put in the 4th digit. Let's see if it sticks in your code. Is the Muppet Show correct? Yes. It is. Well done. Good knowledge, Mick. Well done, Jane. Still my favourite band, Leslie.
Really, who's your favourite player?
It's probably Animal.
Animal. Animal's everyone's favourite, the drummer, of course. Muppet Show, the correct answer to that question, then. And the top one, Scotland. Alan Michael was the first secretary of Wales from 1999 to 2000. China, they have a separate search engine. That's called Baidu. Yandex is in Russia.
Oh, right.
That's why you wouldn't have come across it, Mick, because it's in Russia. There you go. So you can
you go.
cut yourself some slack.
Thank you.
It means we can now choose another number to go into the code. 2, 5 and 7 have gone. There are 7 remaining. Which one tickles your fancy?
Number 3, please.
The number 3. Is the number 3 there in our code, or are we going to keep avoiding them? Is the number 3 in the first box? It's not. Is it there in the second box? It's not. Is the number 3 there in the third and final box? Wow. How are you doing this?
I'm not sure.
From now on, you've got a kind of 50-50 chance. OK, Mick and Jane, let's have a look at your next 3 answers. 17th, the Kennedys, Judaism. Somehow, we're still at the stage where you can open all 3 questions. So, let's start at the very top, the question behind 17th. In which century did the so-called Black Death occur?
The Great Fire of London.
Yeah,
White Town.
Yes.
And that was in
1666,
wasn't it?
So
That,
that's
I
looking
think
promising at the moment,
yes,
yes.
looking promising.
OK, let's have a look at the next one, the question behind the Kennedys. In 1992, George Bush Sr. compared which family unfavourably to the Waltons?
that's not one that I remember myself.
No, me neither.
Shall we move on to the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
please.
question behind Judaism, please. Followers of which religion celebrate the festival of Purim?
Personally, that's not one I've heard of before. What about you, Jane?
No. I would tend to go with the top one as being the right answer.
The top one, please.
On a wing and a prayer, we're going to lock in 17th as the correct answer. Is 17th our correct answer?
Yeah.
We were pushing our luck
We
anyway.
were, yeah.
You weren't sure. I'm so sorry, Mick and Jane. You were playing so brilliantly there. Let's find out which is the correct answer.
Middle one.
I think bottom one.
Bottom one, yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't one
Judaism
heard
was the correct answer.
I'm really sorry that you came unstuck there. Yes, Judaism, the correct answer. The celebration of the saving of the Jewish people from Haman, who was planning to kill the Jews, as recorded in the book of Esther. Let's have a look at the wrong answers. 17th century rang true for you, but that's not the right time for the Black Death. There have been many, many outbreaks of plague. The one that you were thinking of was the Great Plague of London. The Black Death was in the 1340s and 50s, so it's the 14th century. And the Kennedys, not the right answer there. It's the Simpsons. Yes, he said that the American people needed to be a lot more like the Waltons and less like the Simpsons.
Thank you, Leslie. Well, Mick and Jane, what can I say? You battled through there brilliantly. You played fantastically, and you've been so much fun as well. You know, the jackpot might end up with somebody else, but no one can take your 36 years together away from you. That much remains. Mick and Jane, you have failed to break the code, and so I have to bid you farewell.
Thank you, Matt.
Lovely to meet you, Jane.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lesley.
Mick and Jane, no joy. At the end of the day, if you want to crack the code, you have to put in some of the correct numbers. However, their loss is our next team's gain because the jackpot goes even higher. So, let's meet the next person hoping to crack the code. Julian, how are you?
How you doing?
Lovely to meet you.
Yes, you too, you too.
Tell me about yourself. Where do you come from?
Well, my name's Julian. I'm from West Horton in Lancashire. I'm a geologist.
OK, you're a geologist.
Yes, yes.
So you're dealing with the Earth's crust, with rocks, that sort of thing?
I work in the mining industry, specifically looking for gold and other metals in the ground. I spent about 10 years actually out in the field doing exploration and reconnaissance in sort of parts of Africa and the Middle East.
That must be terribly exciting. I mean, you're out there and there comes a day when suddenly you dig something up and you say, this is the place. Is that how it works?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's the whole point of prospecting. It's, yeah, you know, if you like rocks, it's the best job in the world.
Well, we are hunting for gold here ourselves in a slightly different way. Now, as you know, Mick and Jane, the team before you, failed to crack the code, unfortunately. Bad news for them, great news for you, because it adds another £500 to the jackpot, bringing the total now to £15,500.
That's amazing, yeah, to take home that sort of money.
You will have struck gold if you manage to make it through.
Absolutely.
Julian, we'll reset the code. There we are, 3 blanks. And we want to turn those into 3 numbers. That's what will give you access to the jackpot that's behind the safe. If you're ready, Julian, we will have a look at your first 3 answers. Andes, Vintage Fair, Jones. And at this stage, you get to see all 3 questions. So we'll start at the very top. The question behind Andes. Alpacas are native to which mountain range?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that alpacas are native to the Andes. They're certainly native to South America.
Somewhere you've been on your travels, the Andes?
No, it isn't, actually. It's somewhere I'd love to visit, Machu Picchu in particular.
OK, let's have a look at the next one. The question behind Vintage Fair. What is the name of the October 2016 music festival that featured the Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Paul McCartney, Neil Young, Roger Waters and The Who?
I must say I don't know this one.
Let's have a look at the next one. Maybe that'll help you. The question behind Jones. What is the surname of Barry and Eddie, the father and son sports promoters who run Matchroom Sport?
I think that's Hearn. I'm not certain. To be honest with you, I'm happy to go with alpacas as being the right answer there.
OK, let's lock it in. If that is the correct answer, Julian, it's going to go green and you'll get to choose a number for your code. If it's wrong, I'm afraid you are on your way home. Is Andes the correct answer? It is. Green all the way. Lesley.
You were very happy when you saw the Andes question come up, confident that alpacas are native to the Andes, and indeed they are. They're sometimes used as guard alpacas to protect sheep, as well as being bred for meat and their fleece. Vintage Fair, not the right answer there. Matt, do you know this one?
I have no idea, and I'm ashamed to say I don't.
Desert Trip. Oh. The average age of the audience, 51.
Wow.
It's held near Palm Springs in California in the Coachella Valley. There's another festival there.
Amazing lineup.
And Jones, not the right answer. Julian, you said the correct answer here. That's Hearn. Barry Hearn, the famous snooker manager, features in the video for Chaz and Dave and the Matchroom Mob's Snooker Loopy.
Well, Julian, you knew 2 out of 3 there. Didn't matter anyway. You got the right one. That's all that counts here because it buys you the chance to pick a number to enter into the code, see if it's there. Where do you want to start?
I would like to go with number 1.
OK, there are 3 unique numbers there in the code. Is the number 1 amongst them? Is it there in the first box? It isn't. Is it there in the second box? Is it in the third and final box? No number 1. Hard luck. Number 1 is not part of your code.
I'm happy to get a few out of the way in the first round where I get to see all 3 of the answers.
Good stuff. Are you now ready to move on and have a look at your next 3 answers?
Yes, I am.
OK, let's do it. Here we go. Cracker, thrush and Iran. Again, you get to see all 3 questions here. So we'll start at the top, the question behind cracker. An American remake of which crime drama was given the title Fitz when shown in the UK?
I don't know the answer to this one, but I am aware that Cracker's first name, the character Cracker, is Fitz. So it's plausible that that's the right answer.
OK, let's see the question behind Thrush. Yaffle is an Old English name for a variety of which bird?
Again, I have absolutely no idea with this one. Yeah, no idea either way.
But a strong feeling about the first one,
Yeah.
OK. Let's have a look at the final one, the question behind Iran. Shoguns were, for several centuries, military dictators in which country?
Well, that's Japan. The dictators in Iran prior to the 79 overthrow, they were the Shahs. So that's definitely false.
OK. Which way are you going to go, Julian?
It's a tough one. I think I'll go, as a guess, with Cracker.
We're going to lock in Cracker as the correct answer. There we are. Is Cracker our correct answer?
Oh,
it is.
Fantastic.
Spot on.
Fantastic.
Well done, Julian.
Yes, very well done, Julian. You said that you thought Fitz was the first name of the character. It's not. It's Fitzgerald is his surname. In the US version, he's called Jerry Fitzgerald. In the English one, he's Edward Fitzgerald, played by Robbie Coltrane. Let's have a look at the wrong answers on the board. A yaffle's not a thrush. Do you know this one, Matt?
Only because of Professor Yaffle
That's
from
what I thought you would
Bagpuss
say.
is a woodpecker.
A woodpecker,
Right.
exactly. So
Yeah.
Professor Yaffle, one of the most famous woodpeckers in popular culture. And Iran, Julian, you were much more comfortable with this one. Iran, the wrong answer, and you gave the correct answer. It's Japan. They were nominally appointed by the emperor, but they were de facto rulers of Japan.
Thank you, Leslie, and well done, Julian. You cracked that one, and it buys you the chance for another number from the keypad to try in the code. 1 is down, 9 remain. Which one will it be?
I think 2.
The number 2, is it there in the code? Let's have a look. In the first box. No. The second box. It's not there. How about the third box? There is no number 2 in your code. No 1, no 2 either, but we are whittling those numbers. We were whittling those numbers away, but sadly, that sound means that we have run out of time. Just when, Julian, you're getting into your stride. Do you think you can keep this up again tomorrow?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll get a good night's rest and then I'll be ready to go.
Good. It's a good, strong, confident start. Well done. Leslie, thank you so much for helping us out.
You're welcome. I was thinking about Colin, our single winner from the last series, proved that it can be done solo. I'm looking forward to you becoming our second solo winner. So see you next time.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed indeed.
Thank you, Leslie. And please join us again tomorrow. Find out if Julian can work his way to unlocking that safe and taking home £15,500. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.